Michael Myers. The name alone evokes dread, like the cold touch of an invisible hand reaching across the decades. To some, he's simply the shape, a faceless figure who defies explanation. To others, he is a specter of terror, an endless enigma cloaked in silence and shadow. But who or what is Michael Myers? Tonight we unravel the mysteries and the disturbing theories that have haunted him since he first appeared. Haddonfield, Illinois, a quiet town steeped in Midwestern charm, until that fateful Halloween night in 1963. Michael Myers was just 6 years old when he took a kitchen knife and, in an act of inexplicable brutality, murdered his own sister, Judith. The authorities, shaken by the violence, sent him to Smith's Grove Sanitarium, where he would remain silent for the next 15 years. But what could drive a child, barely more than a toddler, to kill? Psychologists called him a sociopath, a child devoid of empathy, but others claimed something darker. A curse, perhaps? Or was Michael Myers even human? In 1978, he escaped Smith's Grove and returned to Haddonfield. Witnesses described him as a shadow, slipping through the streets, a figure masked and expressionless. Dr. Sam Loomis, his longtime psychiatrist, believed he wasn't chasing individuals. Instead, he was after something intangible, a manifestation of pure evil that needed to feed, to destroy. But as bodies began to pile up, another theory arose. A theory that Michael Myers had a more personal mission. Some say he was searching for the family he lost. Others claim he was driven by a darkness that had waited dormant in his blood. Each time he was believed dead, Michael Myers returned. Shot, stabbed, burned. No matter the wound, he continued his reign of terror. For years the townsfolk speculated, was he a man possessed, a soldier of supernatural forces, or something that had transcended human limitations? Some whisper about the curse of Thorn, an ancient pagan symbol found etched in a room at Smith's Grove, rumored to grant eternal life through ritual sacrifice. Did Michael Myers carry this curse? Or was there something even darker at play? But here's a theory few dare speak of, the Georgie Cooper theory. According to some, Michael Myers may not have been Michael Myers at all, but a boy named Georgie Cooper, reported missing from a town not far from Haddonfield. Georgie disappeared under mysterious circumstances in the early 1960s, around the same time Michael began his violent transformation. Some say the true Michael died young, his soul consumed, and that Georgie, an empty vessel of grief, was possessed. Could Michael's mask hide the face of Georgie Cooper, a boy who never found his way home? Or even more chilling, is Michael not a person at all, but a force that can take many forms, appearing wherever tragedy strikes? Despite his years of silence, Michael has left traces of his thoughts or lack thereof. The journals of Dr. Loomis are littered with cryptic observations. No humanity in his eyes, no words but perhaps understanding, and the phrase silent code. What could this code mean? Loomis believed it was Michael's way of communicating beyond speech. Was his silence part of a ritual, or was it the only way he could mask the otherworldly force driving him? One detective noticed that Michael's attacks seemed to form patterns, almost like a message. But to whom? In 1988, an entire file on Michael Myers vanished from the archives of Smith's Grove. Some believed the doctor overseeing his case was the one who took it, desperate to hide something damning. Others suspected that Michael himself had agents, cultists perhaps, who protected his secrets. Could this missing file hold the key to his identity, his origins, or even his end? Theories swirl, but one final mystery lingers. A theory that Michael Myers isn't a he at all, that what wears the mask is a primal force, an embodiment of fear itself. Michael's mask, blank and white, could represent the essence of all human nightmares, a blank slate onto which we project our deepest horrors. And if that's true, can Michael Myers ever be killed, or will he simply fade into legend waiting, in the dark, to be born again? Tonight, Michael Myers remains a question, an open wound in the quiet town of Haddonfield. He is the monster we fear, but perhaps he is also the darkness we carry within ourselves.